WeVideo is an online video maker created for video capture and editing, designed to use the cloud for collaborative storage and work. This site offers built-in stock images, video clips, and music, and allows for uploading your own pictures, video, or audio. Our first step is learning about the dashboard. To begin, you must type in WeVideo in the URL bar. This will take you to its home page, and you'll either need to sign in or log in or sign in or sign up. Because I already have an account, I'm going to log in. I'm going to log in with my Google account. There are two types of account that you can have with WeVideo. There is a free version. The free version is more limited than the subscription version, of course. The free version allows for 5 minutes a month of video time. So that means you can make a video up to 5 minutes per month. And you have limited audio, pictures, and video stock that you can choose from. With my subscription version, I have the teacher version. You have 30 minutes per month you can use. And as you can see, I've already used 2 minutes and 57 seconds for my last video that I made, Project 3, our visual podcast. But I have a lot of storage that I can work up to. And you can change your plan at any time. Now to begin, our main page on this is your dashboard. Your dashboard allows you access the different tools you have. This is when you can create a video, you can do a recording, you can do a podcast, and it gives you the recent edits you've done. This is my most recent project that I've worked on, and it kind of pops up so you have instant access. Your next page is your projects. I have only had one project as far, and including this video will be my second. But it shows you when it was created, who it was created by, and you have how many edits. Your media tab refers to what your uploads. So in this case, I have a couple videos I've uploaded. I have a logo for this class. Exports means when I post anything to my YouTube channel, that's my final project. And my project 3 has all my different videos and pictures that I used for my project 3. Export is just telling you what I've exported so far into YouTube. In my case, YouTube. And right now, let's go back to the dashboard. Step 2, basic setup and design. To begin a new video, we have to go to Video. It's going to ask us what format we're wanting, and we're going to go with horizontal video for this one. You're going to click Start Editing. This takes us to the timeline screen, which automatically loads 2 video tracks and an audio track. The audio track is used for background music, background noise, and audio track that you have in here. Video 1 is where we're going to build our project, and video 2 is where we're going to add text, pictures, or other videos that we would like to overlay on our video 1. And if you need more, you can always click the plus one and you can add a video or audio. But for right now, we're going to stick with what we've got. To begin, I want to add a background, kind of like as a title page. So up here, we have where our stock media, my media, text, audio, transitions, and backgrounds. To begin, I'm going to click on a background. And these give you different types that you can choose from. Now, you can upload a background, but we're going to stick with their stock version for right now. So if you would like to see one, you can click here, click on the thumbnail, and it will play for you on the right side of the screen. So in this case, I'm actually going to go with this one right here, and you're going to drag it down to video 1. Now, if you click on it, you can see how long this video, this is your placeholder, and it's going to show you what time this video, how long it is. At 15 seconds for an opening screen, that's a bit long, so we're going to all you have to do is grab it and pull over to the desired length. I'm going to do 5 seconds, not minutes, but seconds, and then I'm going to click off of it. Now, if I want to do something else, you have options up here that you can do. Now I would like to add text on top of this. So I'm going to go to text up here, and then I'm going to go, you have choices. You can do a motion text, which will just come in throughout the screen, or you could do a static one, which just comes in just with a simple text, and it just stays put. I'm going to do a simple text just to give you an idea how this works. Here, once again, you're going to drag it down into video 2 because we're wanting this to overlay on our video 1, and then you're going to size it to the same amount as video 1, which is going to be 5 seconds. Now, to actually, right now you can see the example what it looks like over here on the right, but I want to change and actually change the title in here. To do that, you're going to click on the 3 lines and then the pencil here, and that takes you to a new screen where you can adjust your formatting and your type in what you want. So let's say this is for project 4. And I just don't like the white, so I'm going to change my white. Let's go to black. So, and then I would like to make it bigger. Maybe that's a little too big. Let's go here. Okay. And then I want to change my font from this to this one. When you're done, you're going to save your changes. And now to see it all, see the entire thing into effect, you're going to grab your placeholder and pull it all the way back so it's at the very beginning. And all you have to do is click play on the right over here. Now, as you can see, the font color does not really go well with our background. So in that case, we're going to go back to our font or our background text, and we're going to click on that pencil again. And let's say this time I'm going to change it back to white. Save changes, and we're going to see what it looks like again. And as you can see, that works a lot better in regards to contrast.
Step 3, adding photos and text.
To add media, which would be audio, pictures, or videos, you're going to click the import button that's under My Media. Now you can download it from Google Drive, Facebook, etc., or you can go also upload it from your own device. You have to browse to select in this case, and then I'm going to find my picture one, and I'm going to upload all 3 of these from my computer, and then they instantly appear. Now, just like we did before, after they're ready, we can pull any of these into our video 1 picture. So let's say I'm going to start with the teacher in my video, and then, which is, like I said, it's about 5 seconds. And then we're going to, let's say I'm going to separate them by adding some kind of another background. And I'm going to do a solid black background. So I'm going to click this and add it here, and I'm going to add text on top of that. And this time I'm going to go once again, sample text. Above that, it's too long, so I'm going to adjust that once again back to fit the bottom, which is about 5 seconds. And then I'm going to come back up here like we did before. Click that pencil button, and we're going to change it to, let's just say, the teacher. Let's once again change it to, let's make it a little bit bigger. We're going to, let's bold it, and let's make it red this time so it really stands out. And we're going to hit Save Changes. And once again, so let's say I want to put my next picture. We go back to My Media, and then we're going to let's grab the students. And right now they're all coming in because I had them all at 5, so they're automatically readjusting to 5 seconds each. But you could easily extend this out if you'd like. I'm going to go back to my 5, and then once again I'm going to add a second background. Let's stick with black, so that seems to be kind of our trend. And I'm going to add another text to that. We're going to go once again with a simple, and I'm going to drag that here, adjust it, and then I'm going to go in here and let's type in, this time, the students. I'm going to bold it again. I'm going to make it, let's go with the pink color. And I'm going to make it bigger. Save changes. Now, let's say I don't like how I've arranged this. All I have to do is come over here and just move things around. You just grab and pull. So let's say I want to switch the title and put them right here. And I'm going to insert and push, which is going to place that in between them. Now you notice that these are all been moved over, except we have the space. So I can go ahead and highlight these and pull them back over to fit. Now, right now it's showing the teacher with this overlay. So you can have an overlay. And you can also have different types of overlay. So if you want to have it one over a picture, you could do a subtitle, you could do a project card, citations. There's a whole many different several ones you can choose from. But in this case, I am going to grab it and move it back so it's over this one. And because I did the same thing earlier, I want to move these so my picture is outside of that. Highlight, and I'm going to push it over. So if I start this back at the beginning, you can see how your project is developing. Now, as you can tell, it's a little choppy, but these are different things that we can adjust as we go through.
Step 4. Adding videos.
Now let's try making our project a little smoother. So one way of doing this is adding transitions into your video. So click on the transition video, and let's say I want to click this one, and I'm going to put it between my top videos, and then this one, and all of these. So it kind of helps it look a little more professional when you're transitioning into these. Okay, so just an example would be, kind of give you a heads up here, okay? So it slowly does a different type of transition, makes it look a little bit more professional and done. Now, another thing that we can do is we can also add animation to our pictures. So if you go into and you click the little thing and you click this guy, you could do a fade, which will allow the picture to fade in and fade out. So let's do 1 second each. Let's say that we want to do more, so we're going to open up that, and let's say that we want to do an animation, and we want to start with the picture being further out, and we want to end with it being this close. And we want to fade, we forgot that set, so we'll save changes. And if we want to see what this looks like, here we go, it fades in, and it gives it more of a, back to that professional look. Okay, so let's actually add a video to our current project. So I'm going to go ahead into my project 3, and I'm going to grab one of the videos that I did for my project 3, and I'm going to add it to my video 1 timeline down here. Now let's say for some reason I want to cut out part of my video. So let's say I want to cut from here. So I'm going to hit cut, and then you need to go back to the next spot you want to cut and hit cut then. Then the part that I cut out, you could delete. Now, you could easily move this over, or you can highlight and push them together. But let's say I want to insert some more text in there, and I want to go back to backgrounds and grab that black one, and I want to add that in there. Now, it's going to ask you to either replace it or insert and push. So I'm going to insert and push, and that's going to add that in there. And I am going to add another of text in there, and I'm going to do a motion text this time, and I am going to do this first one. It matches that, so once again I'm going to go into my pencil. I'm going to type in time for a speech. And I want to highlight that and maybe make it a little, I don't know if this will auto, manual. We're going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay. And then we're going to save changes. To see how this looks, we're going to go back to the beginning. We're going to push this back a little bit, our time holder, and then push play. And it's going to last for about 5 seconds before it goes into the next. Now, we probably, once again, we need to add our transitions in between here. So we have that more of that professional look. All right.
Step 5, adding audio.
Okay, let's go ahead and add some background and voiceover work now that we've got our basic completed video. To begin, you need to start with a voiceover. So let's say I want to do a voiceover for the picture with the teacher. To do this, I have to go to My Media and then to Narrate. And then I need to click Record. It's going to give you 3 seconds. The teacher's giving great examples right now. Alright, so we can preview that. Takes a little bit to save. And as you can see down here, it has actually added a voiceover track to this. So if I want to hear this, I just have to hit play. The teacher's giving great examples right now. Okay. And you can do that for any length, and you can also go back anytime for any of your music or voiceover you do and go back and edit it. You can cut, you can adjust different not temperatures but volumes. And you can all do this at any time. So let's say I want to add now some background music for the entire project. So that's when I'm going to go to audio, and you have free music, sound effects, and premium music that's it for subscription holders. And to test this out, you just have to click on this. So let's say that this is the one that I want to do. So I'm going to click this and bring it down and have it adjust here. Now, I can go in here at any time and I can cut, like I've done in the past, where you would place this. And I can cut here, and let's say I'm going to cut all the way to the end. And I can get rid of that. Then once again, I can highlight and I can delete. Instead of doing that, I can also click on this and adjust it to the correct length that I would like it to. Now, the music, one trick you can do with the music is you can make it fade in and fade out. I'm going to go with a 5-second fade in and a 5-second fade out. And just to give you an idea of how this is going to sound, let's go back to the very beginning and let's hit play. Now, if you think that it's too loud, you can adjust how loud your audio volume. You can decrease it, because you have to be very careful, because if you have voiceovers and an audio in the background, it's going to be hard for it to hear one or the other. So you might have to lower this so we can hear that both of them at the same time. So let's put it right at that spot to show you an example. The teacher's giving great examples right now. So this gives you an idea of how to actually put those together. And remember, you can go in at any time and adjust different factors on each of these. Now, do remember that as you work, this will be saved on the computer, into the program, into the cloud, so you will save periodically, very much like Google Docs does. But if you feel a little insecure about it, you can go up to these 3 dots here, and you can save and save as. You can change the temperature, you can change the name, you can switch into, so you have some options here. So go ahead and click out.
Step 6, publishing.
Okay, so let's say that we are completely happy with our video and we're ready to finish it. So you're going to go up here in the corner and on the right and click Finish. Now let's say I want to call it My Video 2. And you can go ahead and hit Set. And then it's going to ask you how you want what the resolution is. These cost extra, so most people go with the HD, and you can decide where you want to send it to. You can you can download it, you can send it to Google Docs, you can do YouTube. There's a variety of different places you can. And you can choose a thumbnail. So let's do the end as my thumbnail. So I'm going to go ahead and hit export. Now, right now, the video is queued, and it's going to, essentially it's processing and it's rendering right now. So you can always go back to dashboard to look at different things. You don't have to keep it, because as you can see, it's already being processed. And like I said, you can click on this, you can delete it, So after we get our video in this, to go to actually view our video, we're going to want to go into exports. And this is where we can actually see our video. So click on this video and double click, and you can download it or you can play it. Just to give you an idea, here is our video complete. And as you can see, here is our download button. So like I said, you can link it to YouTube, Facebook, a whole bunch of different spots.
I hope these 6 steps help you make useful and well-designed videos.